Belt line, full waistband on both sides. Punches are good, all right? You got my instructions in the back. Protect yourselves all times. Listen to my commands. Touch them up. Back to your corner, gentlemen.
Tim, we brought it up before, but it's worth mentioning every time we broadcast an Emanuel Navarrete fight. But if I told you on December 8th of 2018, when we were getting ready to broadcast a seldom known Mexican fighter who had garnered 26 wins against limited competition, that we would be sitting back on this run of conquering 3 divisions, of being on the border of a pound-for-pound top 10, with a reckless aggression, unconventional style that he puts forth, you would say?
Ain't no way it's gonna work.
And it's worked. And here he is.
It almost seems like he has 2 left feet. He breaks a lot of rules in there, but he makes it work for him. He has heavy hands. He has a big motor. He throws tons of punches, and also he starts slow. He takes his time, and he builds over the course of the fight.
You mentioned that motor and his ability to build down the stretch. 4 knockout wins after the 10th round. 3 knockout wins in the 12th and final round. And when we met with him yesterday, he was very aware of what the expectation and his vision of the fight early on would be, as was Conceição. That Conceição may have the ability to bank early rounds, but saying once he feels his power, once he feels the power of Navarrete, he may not want to engage in the fight any longer than that.
Interesting enough, I mean, Navarrete hasn't exploded with any meaningful offense just yet. But Conceição is trying to be the dictator here. He's trying to dictate the pace. He's trying to push back Navarrete. Because again, Navarrete, he breaks the rules with his footwork. He squares up a lot of the times. And Conceição, being an Olympian, he sees that and knows that.
Conceição, you mentioned the Olympic run he had. He told us yesterday, listen, it was my 3rd Olympic Games when I finally broke through and became a gold medalist, and he feels that history will repeat itself. There's a return fire combination from Conceição as he landed the right hand in the midst of that exchange. This is my 3rd attempt at a world championship, and I feel confident it'll come through as well.
I think Navarrete received a thumb in the eye from Conceição, and the reason why I said that is because that hook that was thrown, you immediately see the eye, the right eye of Navarrete starting to swell a bit. And I saw him actually blinking. It's a really good round right now from Conceição. Not running, standing his ground, boxing, just taking advantage of the mistakes of Navarrete.
Listen for that bell, gentlemen.
Coming to the end of round number 1, a good start for Conceição. We asked both men what they thought of the other. Well, that's the MO for Emanuel Navarrete, to have that power late. But in that first round, it was effective work of Conceição, Timmy.
Just reacting off the high guard right there. Again, Navarrete opening himself up, looking for the uppercut. Too far away, you see right there. Nice grazing blow right there on the eye. The right eye of Navarrete.
And with that, you see the CompuBox numbers in favor of Conceição, an 11-3 connect advantage. 11 of 42 was the Brazilian veteran in that first round.
Conceição right now looks strong. You can tell he's fighting smartly, but he's fighting with conviction. He knows that this is his last opportunity to possibly get a world title or win a world championship. And this is typically how Navarrete starts. You know, he has a little bit of problems catching his opponents, you know, especially boxers. And then little by little, he starts turning it up. Starts finding his mark.
Right hand to the body from Navarrete.
Off the cross step.
Relaxing in bed on a Zoom call with us, downing Twinkies.
It's not
destroying Twinkies.
It's just not normal, Tess. It's just
nothing about him is.
No, I just don't get it. And I'm like, man, when is this going to catch up with? Because it will eventually. Think about it. If you're constantly eating junk all the time, what's going to happen? you're going to get big like me, because that's what I do. I'm just saying.
Hey, you weren't big at 140 and 147 and defeating Manny Pacquiao and getting that Hall of Fame ring.
But I'm saying this is a three-division world champion we're talking about, eating Twinkies the night before his fight.
Tom Taylor with the warning, our third man inside the ropes. Conceição probing with that jab.
Conceição is a lot stronger than I think that Navarrete expected.
Let it go.
Again, wide punches coming from Navarrete, and you can see him, Conceição, trying to time those shots and trying to punch in between them.
He mentioned to us yesterday, he felt like, listen, I feel like I have a clear advantage in speed and quickness. There's a right hand from Conceição, just filling that gap. Trying to chop down was Navarrete. Wild angles, nearly opened up and caught a right uppercut. Four-punch combination from Navarrete. End of two.
Right here, right? Hey guys, let's get that water in the corner. Go.
Formula One Las Vegas Grand Prix weekend is underway, and we started off with a World Championship doubleheader. As we get in round number 3, Emanuel Navarrete in the blue and white trunks trying to defend his WBO Junior Lightweight Championship, but through 2 rounds, Robson Conceição, the challenger, the former Olympic gold medalist from Brazil, has a 27-12 connect advantage to this point. Now, we did notice, Timmy, just a little bit of swelling around the right eye and a slight abrasion on the bridge of the nose. Bernie, what can you tell us?
Yeah, I just spoke with Pedro Navarrete, who's the trainer of Emanuel, and I asked him if there was a cut. He says, no, it's just a small abrasion, but no cut so far.
Again, Conceição just taking advantage of things that are coming to him, the mistakes that are being made by Navarrete with those wide shots. Navarrete right now is starting to change up the tempo. He's trying to press.
3-punch combination landed with a left, finished with a left hand to the body.
And those shots are heavy. Even though those shots are not landing cleanly, even landing on the shoulders, I mean, it's taking something out of Conceição. And anytime Conceição is in that high guard right there, that is dangerous territory for him, because you don't want to sit in front of a puncher like Navarrete that throws punches from odd angles and knows how to break and come around that high guard and punch through that high guard.
See the live odds from ESPN Bet as Navarrete is now just a -350 favorite. He opened up at a 9-1 favorite to defend his titles, but a very strong start from Robson Conceição.
The right hand.
Trying to time that right hand. Comes back over the top with a counter.
It's funny because that's why people love Navarrete, because he gets hit.
That's right. Listen, the reception earlier is not by accident. He is a fight fan's fighter.
But right now, Conceição is doing a good job staying composed, using his boxing skill. He's winning this fight right now. And no, we said it. Navarrete, he sometimes he falls behind. He will fall behind because of his technique. He's wide open. But when he decides to turn it on, people, trust me, he's going to turn it on.
And he's heavy-handed. It doesn't take much. And he lands right hands like that Conceição easily gets out of the way of. Combination to finish up the round.
Good job.
Oh, it calls Stevenson? Oh, yeah, absolutely. But, you know, look, when you're a professional like a Shakur Stevenson,
Good job.
you know, De Los Santos is just trying to play head games with him, and he's going to come out and he's going to fight the way he wants to fight. He's not going to allow, just because De Los Santos says something, to, you know, affect the way he's going to fight and approach this fight.
No head games early on with Conceição and Navarrete. Just pure stats to look at that tell the story. A 45-20 connect advantage
big
for
shot.
Conceição.
Here come Navarrete. I mean,
See
right
him
now.
pressing in. There's that lead left uppercut that he often throws.
Navarrete right now doesn't feel threatened by the punching power coming back from Conceição. Yes, he's landing, but he doesn't feel threatened, so he's willing to take more chances now. And he's willing to wear him down.
Go.
Right hand to the body, and you could hear it. Like a shotgun to the body of Conceição.
You have Conceição that has technique, right? But his technique is starting to fade a little bit. And then you have Navarrete that his technique is what it is. But the thing is now you got to worry about the motor of Navarrete. You got to worry about later, like as Conceição seemingly fading right now. We're going to be looking for a second win pretty shortly. You know, Navarrete's comfortable.
He's a steam engine going downhill.
He's cruising right now, and he's going to turn it up. However, if Conceição, if he continues to box as well as he's boxing, and he can do it all night, he can win this fight.
Short right hand, left uppercut, and he puts it down. And there it is from Navarrete. That combination scores the knockdown.
There it is.
Yes, he started slow, but his game is about finishing. The unconventional, heavy-handed world champ scores the knockdown in round 4.
Again, standing in front, putting up that high guard. That's what Conceição is doing. You don't want to do that against Navarrete. You have to make Navarrete miss. He's too heavy-handed to allow him to lay his hands on you because it will zap your energy.
It doesn't take much from Navarrete. A few punches in the midst of round 4, and all of a sudden, Conceição is down off balance again here at the end of the round. As he punches through the bell.
Navarrete doing Navarrete things right there. Short uppercut on the inside. His bread and butter. That's a shot that he usually wants to land against his opponents. Normally it comes wide. That was a short one right there. Beautiful. Getting a nice angle right there on Conceição. Again, Conceição going in that high guard. Then you see the tip right on the head. Right on the...
Now this is the end of the round. Watch the feet here. Watch the feet at the end of the round. Right hand comes in from Navarrete. Conceição, you saw the lead foot stepped on there, and then it was Navarrete punching through the bell. But the short left uppercut and then the short right hand puts down Conceição.
Right on the temple.
Mark Kriegel, how do you see it through 4?
37-38, Robson Conceição. Look, for 3 of those rounds, he's boxing as well as anyone we've seen against Navarrete. You saw his pedigree show, you saw his desire show, and then at the end of that 3rd round, it was like a wave beginning to crest. That's Navarrete. Conceição should remember that Valdez fight. He's got to be smart. He cannot take his foot off the gas.
The end is near. Let him use some of his energy. Right now he's playing defensive, and then he's going to attack soon in this round. Now, it might be a few rounds from now, but the end is near.
Conceição, he cannot just be behind that high guard. He's got to let his jab go downstairs, upstairs, occupy Navarrete, because if not, he's going to keep punishing him.
Ooh. Short right hand, sweeping left hand. Conceição trading fire with fire. Good combination. Both men scoring here in round 5. The kind of fight that Navarrete welcomes.
You want entertainment? Now you got it right here. Every time Navarrete is never in a boring fight. Always in exciting fights.
Had a high work rate. Threw 86 punches around in that fight against Valdez. His volume's not there now, but the power has already shown up.
Conceição is fighting harder than he's ever had to fight in his career right now to keep Navarrete off of him. You see, he's throwing every punch with conviction. He's looking to knock out Navarrete.
Listen, you knock on the door 3 times. You want somebody to answer. This is his 3rd chance at a world title. An Olympic gold medalist who's trying to make his pro dreams come true here in Vegas tonight. Digging to the body with that left hand.
Good shots.
Navarrete covering up. Good exchange here in 5. The willingness of Conceição after being down in the 4th round. Great way to start our World Championship doubleheader. Shakur still to come, but these guys are putting on a show. World Championship fights on a Thursday night, as it is when Formula One weekend begins, and they have packed this place. In fact, Charles Leclerc from Ferrari, the driver, was here ringside earlier tonight.
Go, go, go.
Round number 6.
Stop.
Conceição banked the first 3 rounds. In that last round, Conceição had a very nice bounce back round in the 5th with a 19-7 connect advantage. Trying to counter with that right hand against Navarrete. And there is a right hand from Conceição.
Conceição is winning this round right now, but Navarrete is buying his
Combination on
time.
the inside from Navarrete. That short right hand again.
Here he comes.
Ooh. 1-2 from Navarrete.
Let him go.
The heavy-handed world champion trying to headhunt the elusive gold medalist.
Good hook.
Let him go. Let him go.
You can see the cut on the bridge of the nose of Conceição and a little more pronounced swelling there and towards the right eye. He changes levels on the jab.
You know how, like, a constrictor, a snake, when his prey tries to get away, you just squeeze a little bit tighter.
Yeah, sure.
That's exactly what's happening right now. To expand a lot of energy, fight hard. He's just buying his time, and he's going to rev it up at the right moment where he feels him weakening and tiring. He's going to catch him with one shot, and he's going to end this fight.
Stop.
End of 6 with the title on the line.
Time right there.
Emanuel Navarrete, who has a perfect mark in world title fights, 12-0 with 8 knockouts. Robson Conceição, who has told us this is his moment.
So what's happening, and the reason why you're seeing Conceição wipe his feet is when he gets on the sticker, you know, with all the sweat and the water all dripping down off his trunks, it becomes slippery. So he's looking for his footing. He's looking to get that water up off his foot or off his shoes so that way he doesn't slip and fall down.
Emanuel Navarrete, trained by his cousin Pedro. Bernardo, what's the word there?
Pedro Navarrete wants Emanuel to pressure more, but to work the body. He thinks they can break down Conceição by going downstairs.
Right now, he has landed 11 punches to the body to this point. Trying to chase him down. There he goes to the body! Hey, you want body? You just got it!
4, 5,
Body
6,
shot knockdown!
Get back. 7, 8. You all right? Come here. Come here, boys. Let's go.
When you can hear it, when it's that loud, there is damage done. And now half a round to work.
That was unreal. You want body shot? There you go.
Guess he listens to his corner.
And it wasn't a liver shot. It was a spleen shot.
Two knockdowns scored by Navarrete.
Good jab, good extension with his right hand. I mean, Conceição is fighting as well as he possibly can right now.
Splitting the guard. Navarrete having a big round here in round 7.
But it's like Conceição can't ever rest. You know, Navarrete's constantly pressuring, he has to move, he has to punch, he has to, you know, throw combinations to keep Navarrete up off of him.
Right hand from Navarrete. And remember, his best work always comes late.
Yep.
It's round 7 and he's already scored 2 knockdowns. His better work, the power, typically comes late. We're going to take a short break, then come back and show you that body shot that did damage.
Time right there. Hold on. Number 8. Guys, gotta go.
Magnificent scene here at
Guys, let's get that
T-Mobile
water, please.
in
Water in the
Las
corner.
Vegas. Formula One weekend is underway, and so is the power display by the world champion, Emanuel Navarrete. Timmy, let's show you this body punch knockdown in round 7.
Right on the flank. Right on the flank of Conceição. The way he was able to do that is he stepped left to cut that exit, and then he ran him into that right hand to the body. Step
Watch
left,
the body absorb
there it
it.
is. Woo-wee. That's some heat right there.
That's the second knockdown scored by Navarrete. Where does the hope lie for Conceição at this point, Timmy?
Well, right now he's doing well. He's fighting hard. He's in tip-top shape. He's been down twice. And, you know, he's contesting against Navarrete. Like, he's trying to win. He understands this is his last time, possibly, or last shot at a championship.
35 years old. He went to 3 Olympic Games, finally won a gold medal. He's fought Valdez. He's fought Shakur for world titles. So now at this stage of his career, he knows likely the last chance. Can he pull it out?
But again, he's just slipping right past Navarrete right now.
There's another moment, just like you said,
Yes.
as you see the signage in the middle of the ring, and if it gets wet,
Well, look
you
at
have to be careful.
Look at the trunks of Conceição. I mean, they're dripping with water.
And that's what happens there.
Yeah, there you go.
As that same spot that affected Conceição forces the slip from Navarrete.
See, and what you do is you take the fight away from there. You try to fight in the corners. That's what you do.
Just missing on that right hand over the top. On the inside, finishes
Good
with a
shot.
right hand to the body. Good work from Conceição. Remember, he had a decent bounce back round in the 5th round after he was knocked down. Chopping right hand from Navarrete.
Let him go. Let him go.
Wide sweeping right hand from Navarrete.
Good shot. So Conceição is just slippery enough. He's avoiding a lot of the offense.
Time right there. Number 9.
Joe and Tim ringside as we start round number 9 of this WBO Junior Lightweight World Championship. Emanuel Navarrete has scored 2 knockdowns against the challenger Robson Conceição. At the conclusion of this, we will get right to Edwin De Los Santos and Shakur Stevenson, the pound-for-pound elite. Shakur Stevenson fighting for the WBC Lightweight Championship as Floyd Mayweather has arrived here at T-Mobile, and Floyd is in there to wish well to Shakur Stevenson. You saw during the commercial break also Teofimo Lopez, the world champion, in there with a bucket of popcorn to go see Shakur Stevenson. Mark Kriegel, what do you have this fight?
He had been knocked down. We talk about him as a boxer. We talk about his pedigree. But you go back to his fight with Louis Correa, this guy's also a dog.
So Mark has it 5 rounds to 3, but of course the 2 10-8 rounds have been banked for Navarrete.
Ooh, good shot right
Combination
there.
from Conceição. Navarrete
Again.
comes straight at him, trying to return fire. A little bit of blood coming from the mouth of Robson Conceição. We know the swelling around the right eye. We saw the cut on the bridge of the nose, and now some blood coming from the mouth of Robson Conceição.
Again, it's just the technical prowess of Conceição. Also the heart that's keeping him alive in this fight.
Bernardo, what are you hearing?
In Conceição's corner, Luis Dorea says, look, I know you're tired, but look at how tired he is. He's breathing through the mouth too, and the body shots are really affecting him just like they affected you.
Is that the way you read it in terms of where each fighter's gas tank is, Timmy?
You just never know with Navarrete. One, he always looks this way, and then all of a sudden he just explodes with offense, and you're saying, where did that come from? But again, in order for him to do that, you got to be able to find the mark, and he's having a hard time finding the mark. Although he just hurt Conceição with a big left hook right there.
And now he's on the attack here in the closing moments of round 9. This is what Navarrete does.
All right, stop. Let him go. Go.
Trying to chase him down for one last shot.
Time right there. Stop. Good. I want to check the source of the blood coming from his mouth. Hey, stop. Okay. All right. I just want to make sure where that blood is coming from. Go
Now,
right here for me.
what they are doing there before we engage in
Time in.
round number 10 is that Tom Taylor, the referee, asked for the ringside physician to take a look at the amount of blood that started coming from the mouth of Robson Conceicao. He said, I want to know what the source of that blood is and get the approval of the doctor to continue. So here we are, round 10. 3 rounds to go to decide the WBO Junior Lightweight World Championship.
Ooh. You off balance right there?
Yes, and that backed him up. This is interesting because, yes, 2 knockdowns have been scored, but Conceição has banked rounds.
It's like every time Navarrete hits Conceição, he freezes him. Just a moment, he freezes him in heavy shots. Conceição right now, I mean, he's fighting with all his heart right now. I mean, his right hands are sloppy. He's slapping with his right hands, but he's just letting his hands go, just trying to win and bank these rounds.
Let him go. All right, stop.
Ooh. Body shot. Good shots.
Let him go. Gotta let him go.
So what you're saying is tactical work right here from the Olympian. Again, doing the right things at the right time, being just slippery enough to evade a lot of the onslaught coming from Navarrete.
Right hand to the body again from Navarrete.
Let him go. Stop.
Now they tie up. 1 minute to go in round 10. The warning from Tom Taylor, the referee, on the excessive holding.
But again, the point fighting, letting his hands go, scoring blows. Conceição is landing on Navarrete.
He has a 171 to 72 connect advantage, does Conceição. If the faces are a scorecard, it reads one way. CompuBox reads another way.
Oh, body shot in the inside.
Looking to chase him down. Oh, good body shot again. Navarrete now finding success to the body, closing the gap, trying to punish Conceição here in the final moments of round 10. Conceição clearly affected, trying to get away from Navarrete. Very strong finish to round 10. Championship rounds have arrived. Emanuel Navarrete's power has shown up. The body punches again. He landed 7 in the last round.
Partially blocked right there from Conceição. Again, another partially blocked shot right there, but the elbow, with the force that Navarrete punches with, the elbow can go right into that side, affecting him.
Meanwhile, Conceição has put forth a very good effort with his output. His 94 jabs landed, the most by any Navarrete opponent in the champ's career.
Ooh, big right hand. Another big shot. I'm not gonna lie, I just admire the toughness and the mentality of Conceição.
He's fully committed to this.
I mean,
he's taken serious damage. He's been knocked down twice. He's dealing with some swelling, a cut, bleeding from the mouth, and yet he's giving one of his strongest efforts of his career by miles. And Navarrete just keeps coming with power shots. This is fun stuff here in Vegas tonight. Look at the champ headhunting. Emanuel Navarrete against a very game Conceição. As we welcome fans who may have just finished up watching the Thursday night NFL game. Welcome to Vegas on Formula One weekend with a World Championship doubleheader. As Emanuel Navarrete, the reckless offensive output, has been putting on a show, scoring 2 knockdowns against a very game Olympic gold medalist in Robson Conceição.
Getting a lot of unformed punches being thrown by Navarrete, by Conceição, but he's landing, he's scoring these shots.
Off balance that time.
But the more significant, the harder shots are coming from Navarrete.
By far.
Hey guys, I'm gonna want a towel in between rounds to get this, please.
My gosh. Look
Listen
at
for
the
the bell,
will
gentlemen.
of Conceição.
Combination from Navarrete to close it out.
No.
Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. This is the last round.
Look at the blood coming from the mouth of Conceição. He has taken damage. Look at him trying to get back to his corner here. That is not a steady fighter. And Navarrete's corner picked up on it. He had to be helped back to the stool.
Unbelievable.
One last chance for the 35-year-old Olympic gold medalist in his 3rd attempt at a world title, but taking damage from the world champ Navarrete.
Keep it clean.
How will it finish? Remember, Navarrete finishes so strong. He has 3 knockouts in the 12th round in his career. A perfect record in world title fights. 2 knockdowns already scored tonight. Vaquero, the chant has started up in support for Navarrete.
Tessie's fighting on autopilot. Autopilot. He's just fighting. He's
And
fighting
yet
with
he's
his
going
heart.
out and being the aggressor right now,
He's
Tim.
fighting with his heart right now. That's what he's fighting with.
It's a lot of arm punches, but he's got to give what he can.
Because most guys that take those type of punches that he landed on
No
Conceição,
punch. Straight
they're
back, straight
usually
back.
not here.
We're good. Go.
They usually get knocked out. But again, the mind is what controls the body. The mind is the first thing that goes. And Conceição's mind is still in this fight. And he's still trying to win. I'm waiting on the last surge from Navarrete. Seems like he's trying to conserve his energy for one last run at Conceição.
Stop. Let me see.
Looking for the clash if it did any damage there.
It's all right. Watch the heads. Go.
1 minute to go. Navarrete looking to defend his title. This was the clash moments ago.
Wow.
Conceição, time and again. 1-2, 1-2. Just trying to stay active. Navarrete trying to hunt him down. Short right hand on the inside, chopping down. Final half minute. Conceição's last chance at a world title. Navarrete trying to stay perfect in world championship fights. Look at Conceição give everything. He started as a young boy, went to 3 Olympic Games, won a gold, has come up short, went down twice tonight, and they're going to give it right to the final bell. 2 warriors of the sport bringing it home on this night of a world championship doubleheader. That was good stuff. Well, that's a
Look at
fact.
it.
A
Just the more
213 to 116
Exactly.
connect advantage Conceição, but the knockdown scored in round 4 and round 7 by
Yes.
Navarrete.
And however, also, it doesn't mean just because you land more with CompuBox doesn't mean that you actually won the fight.
You want effective punching.
Exactly.
Is what you want. Navarrete had the
about.
effective punching. Mark.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds here inside T-Mobile Arena, we go to the judges' scorecards for the official decision. Don Trella scores the bout 114-112, Navarrete. Max DeLuca and Chris Flores both have it 113-113. This bout is a majority draw. The champion retains his title.
Wow, a majority draw. And look at the smile on Robson Conceição. He had to do everything he could to earn a majority draw, and he did.